We're joined by Martin Firestone, president of Travel Secure. Martin, great to have you with us on the show again. So let's talk about what the options are right now. If people have booked a trip, but now they're getting kind of, cold feet about going because they see all this chaos at the airports, what can they do?
Yeah, if you've booked it already, then the majority of those people are going to follow through. Of course, if it gets delayed or canceled prior to the date they're supposed to leave, then they will cancel for sure and ask for reimbursement. The biggest difference I'm seeing now is lots of people are rethinking a decision, whether it's even worth making the effort to purchase a ticket and travel. So that's the biggest change right now. Many are going to take a pass and say, you know what, next summer.
Hey, Martin, so there are certain credit cards, like, for American Express, for instance, where if you book your flight with that card, they lose your luggage. You can just take the card to an ATM, get money right away. What are those options like today?
They don't exist. I'm telling you, everybody thinks they've got a quick way to get a refund of monies. It is a slow, drawn-out process at best. And the trouble now is with thousands and thousands of people making claims for delayed or lost luggage, nothing moves quickly. It's going to take months before people can get it. So to the best of my knowledge, I don't know of any scenario where you think you can get to that ATM machine that's going to give you automatic money. Many policies will cover you for essentials that you need until they find your luggage, but I can tell people they have to be patient. Nothing is moving quickly under this new travel norm.
Right. So, Martin, for the people who are thinking, you know what, I still want to make this trip. It's been 2 years of lockdowns. I need to travel. What's your advice to them in terms of the types of insurance they should be getting at this time, given the situations we're seeing at the airports?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it always used to be emergency medical insurance, but now what's taken on a whole new light is trip cancellation and trip interruption. Cancellation meaning right up until the minute you're supposed to get on the plane, you can't go. Maybe you got COVID, that will be covered. Maybe someone is ill, traveling companion, family member. Those are all essential now based on this new world of travel. Now, interruption, you're there on the trip. Your bag does not get there. It's delayed. It's lost. This gives you the ability to get monies to buy, as I said, essentials and ultimately make a claim if the bag is totally lost. So those two types of insurance are now driving a lot of the insurance business, and most people are buying them for fear of just what we're talking about right now.
Hey, Martin, for a lot of people who are, en route somewhere, they're stranded. How can they best navigate the situation in terms of, booking another flight or just getting a hotel to spend, the hours that they're going to have to wait before they can get on another flight to where they have to go?
Yeah, and that's what's causing the problem. People have jobs to come back to, and the biggest fear and why they're rethinking their travel plans right now are, if we only have a 7-day trip and we get delayed 2 days to get there, and then when we're there we get delayed to come back home, it's just an ultimate disaster, and that's what's making them rethink it. Insurance will cover accommodations and costs and flight back, again, if need be. But just look at all these things we're discussing today. They didn't exist 3 years ago pre-pandemic, and that's what's making people say, you know what, until this gets back to some kind of normalcy, I don't want to be part of this mayhem.
Right. And Martin, we're looking at the heavy delays at Pearson, but this is kind of a global event, right? There are other airports and international destinations that are also dealing with these challenges. So I'm not sure if you're paying attention to the various airports. Are there certain airports that people should, I guess, try to avoid when they're booking their flights, certain connections that they should be making? Kind of what's the lowdown on, the grade of the number of delays at various airports?
If you want to avoid busy airports, I don't think you're going anywhere, sadly. So the bottom line is, I, having just come back from an international trip myself, it is no different anywhere else. The only problem, and why Pearson and Montreal are so high on the list of problem areas, that Arrive Can't Dock is slowing things right down. So that's a Canadian requirement. It's not there in other countries, needless to say. That's causing tons of problems for people coming back into Canada and causing long delays, causing you not to be let off the plane when you land, and just the whole thing is a domino effect and sets everything back.
Wow. Okay. Martin Firestone, president of Travel Secure, thanks so much for your time this morning and your advice. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Martin.
Thank you for having me. Take care.